In this video, we're going to show you how the meta speeds up the mouse interface for surfing with Mozilla Firefox. Here we are on the WarMouse site. Since we're on the development blog a lot, we have a button programmed to take us there directly. One click on button B6, and we're there on a new tab. Movement in Firefox is mostly done with the joystick. You can click down on the joystick to scroll down the page, or you can simply hold it up if you want to actively scroll all the way. Pressing it in and down will take you to the bottom of the page. Pressing it in and up will take you right to the top. Clicking on the T2 button, which is located directly behind the joystick, will reload the current page. All Firefox functions are accessible through the meta. A click on B2 will switch the active tab. The button next to it, B1, will open a link on a new tab when you click on it, and double-clicking on B1 will close the tab. Generic functions such as cut, copy, and paste are assigned to buttons on the left side. Copy is B2, and you can also launch applications like Notepad. Here I'm pasting in the text that I just copied, and I've also got access to keys like space, delete, backspace, tab, enter, and escape. There's a variety of ways to instantly access the search engines. Here I've got Yahoo Search programmed to B5. I paste in the text, hit A5 for enter, and the relevant results are provided. There's also another way. We've created something we call a copy search macro. If you select the text and then double-click on B6 to fire up the copy search macro, it will copy and search Google at the same time with just a single click. The find function is assigned to the double-click on A4 in case you happen to need it. Here we're on the Battle for Westnoth page and searching for different references to Battle for Westnoth. The B3 double-click brings up your bookmarks menu. It's very easy to open and close new tabs, and since the Firefox mode holds 36 commands, there's plenty of room for less used functions such as zoom and zoom reset. Flicking the joystick back will then take us back a page, and we're back at the home page again, although we could have just double-clicked B3 to go there directly. And now that you've seen it in action, let's take a look at how the commands are assigned to the meta's buttons in Firefox mode. This is the Firefox mode map. On most of the buttons, there are two commands. The upper one represents the click, and the lower one is the double-click. These commands are the Firefox commands, Windows functions, direct URL links, and application launches. The blue buttons are key presses, which means the button can be held down and the command will be repeated. This is required for keys like Shift, Control, Alt, and in this case, backspace, delete, enter, and spacebar. We also have two custom macros on this mode. B5 and B6 have the Yahoo Search and Google Copy Search assigned to their double clicks. You can assign any macro you want to these buttons, so long as you keep it under 1024 characters. On the bottom of the mode map, the joystick button, the T2 button, and the scroll wheel are on the left side, while the joystick assignments are shown on the right. T2 is assigned reload and escape, while we left the scroll up and scroll down assignments blank because most people use the scroll wheel for scrolling in Firefox. You can assign those functions to something else if you wish, however, especially since the joystick is a much faster way to scroll. The 8 buttons on the right are the 4 joystick directions. The yellow boxes indicate what the command is when the joystick is pushed in before it's moved in a direction. So, flicking the joystick back will move you back to the previous page, but if you press the joystick in first, it will open a new tab instead. Tests have shown that using the joystick and the buttons are a significantly faster way to surf Firefox than using the usual icons and hotkeys. It takes about half a second to flick the stick versus about 1.7 seconds to click on an icon or bring up a contextual menu with a right click. And that's the Firefox mode. Try it out with the WarMouse meta for the fastest way to surf the internet.